Hey everybody, it's Dan O'Sullivan from AdvancedAngler.com, and I wanted to give you one of our Advanced Angler quick hit video tips today on changing out the knobs on your Lew's reels. Here happens to be a Lew's Team Lew's Custom Pro. It's a really good reel. It is 5.8 ounces, comes in 3 retrieve speeds with a 20-pound drag system. This is a really good reel for a lot of different things. I'm just not a big fan of the round knobs. My hands kind of fumble around with them. Some people love them. I'm just not one of those people. But what Lew's has done is they've made the custom speed shop, which allows you to put flat knobs, round knobs, color matched knobs, whichever you want to do on your higher end Lew's reels. And I happen to go with orange, my favorite color, and Advanced Angler green, which they call chartreuse. I don't know why, it's Advanced Angler green. Anyway, so I wanted to show you real quick how to change these knobs out. I'm only going to change one. I've got a couple of them that I'm going to show and why I've chosen to do what I've done. But you need a flathead screwdriver and you need a little tiny Phillips head as well. I like to work here on a towel or some sort of a deal which allows them screws and parts not to bounce on this, which is if it bounces onto the carpet you could lose it. And there are 2 bearings in this deal on the shaft of these spool handles. So what I like to do is match my handles. This happens to be the 6.8 to 1. It's got 2 green knobs on it. Helps me know that that's that. What I'm doing on my 7.5 to 1s is I'm putting one of each on here, and then on my 8.3 to 1s they just have orange. So this happens to be a 7.5 to 1, so I'm going to put one of each on. So the first thing to do is to take your round knob here and just spin this cap that's on the end of the knob off, just like this. And you can just get it started and then spin it off even by just holding it with your hands and turning the knob like this. So you take that off, set that aside. This one comes with its own knob in here, which is all black to match the reel instead of having the gold trim on it that came on the Team Lew's Custom Pro. So you set those 2 things aside like that, so you've got a completely wide open knob all the way through to the shaft. And then there's a little Phillips screw in here that you just back off, like so. And you take out of your reel, you slide this thing off, and get it all the way off. There you go, slide this off. So you've got one bearing that's on the spool shaft. Tap your screw out, and there's another bearing in here that you tap out. So you've got bearings here. This is the old round knob. You set that aside. You take the bearing off of the original bearing, and then you seat it inside with the screwdriver, like so. Make sure it's flush. And then you take and you slide the end of the knob over this. Make sure that that bearing is seated all the way down around the shaft at the base of the handle. Take your screw, and another tip is to put a little grease on the tip of your screwdriver because it'll hold those screws in place. Screw that down until it's snug, and you'll know that you got it seated right when there's no sloppy play right there. If it did have some play back and forth, then you didn't get the bearing seated right. So right here, start this knob, and then snug it down with your flathead screwdriver, like so. And that knob has been changed out. You can see I've got a round one and I've got a flat one on here, and I'll still have to do this one with our chartreuse Advanced Angler green one, but when it's finished it's going to look like this. So now I've made the reel a little bit more comfortable in my hands with the flat paddles. I've color coordinated it to say this is my 7.5 to 1 retrieve, and when I've got 4 rods that are sitting on the deck of the boat with the same reels and rods there, I can see which one is the faster retrieve, which one is the slower retrieve, and which one is the hyperspeed retrieve. But I hope this can help you guys enjoy your fishing just a little bit more, and you can find these at Lew's on the in the accessories tab on their website. And if you don't know, now you know.